Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments. I'm walking into 823 Elmwood, number 3. As the door closes, I turn to my left and we see this huge living room. In the back corner, we see a door that goes out to a screened porch. And the living room is contiguous with what is typically a dining room. It's currently being used as a bedroom. And if we continue to circle to the right, we see a sliver of kitchen and an entry area, which is really nice to have. Whoopsie-daisy. And a closet. The closet is really more for the kitchen, more like a broom closet than an entry closet. It's about 3 feet across, not quite, maybe 15, 18 inches deep, not 2 feet deep. But you can see it holds a lot of stuff and is a nice closet to have. The entry area is also a very usable space, and you can see they have a place for shoes, that kind of thing. There's the welcome mat, there's the front door. And if we keep going to the right, we see this very big, very pretty living room. Beautiful hardwood floors. Can't help but notice the drapes and the bed next to it, but that's really doesn't take away from the size of the living room. The windows are facing west, which is really cool. I'm going to walk in towards what would typically be a dining room and just turn around and show you the living room from this angle. You can see there's a breakfast bar. They have a TV on it, so it's a little bit camouflaged under the orange stool. The fireplace, we have a decorative fireplace behind the green couch. You see the bookshelves on the left and then a regular shelf above. If we continue around, again, the windows are newer, 4 or 5 years old, and they face west, so you get a lot of light. You're looking out onto Elmwood at the corner of Washington. Washington is a one-way street. This is a very quiet area. From the windows, we circle around. You can see that entry area in the closet that I showed you. Under the orange stool, or the orange stool is under the breakfast bar. They have a little dining area because the living room is really a large room. Probably 14 by 12 or more. There is this outdoor porch, which is really cool. It has a light switch, which is super cool. So if we open it up, I just turned on the light just to show you. It's a screen porch. This would have been the air conditioning when it's built. Again, it's facing west, so you capture the prevailing northwest wind, and it would have cooled the place off in the summer, but can be used for almost anything. I'll close that door, shut down the light, take one more look around. As we walk in, we'll turn to our left and take a look at what I'm going to call the dining room. Now, obviously, it's loaded with bedroom stuff, but it's a big room, hardwood floors. You have windows that are connected to, I'm going to walk in a little bit. These are connected to that screen porch. So if you were to open these in the summer, you'd get the breeze without getting the rain or whatever weather. So really a cool setup. Big room, easily 13 feet long, probably 10 or 11 feet wide. Really very nice. Confusing with the bedroom stuff in it, but it's a great room. If we continue out the dining room door, we get a glance at the kitchen. There's a closet in front of us, a linen closet in front of us. But if we turn to our left, we see the toddler's room. And this is why the dining room is used as a bedroom. It's nice to see the walls because they're in very good shape. It's probably about 8.5 by 10, so it's not a huge room. More like a queen-size bed, definitely not a king-size bed. The windows have a coating on them. It's not really a coating, it's like a plastic thing that was put on. We can remove that if you wanted us to. And there is a nice size closet. closet has a couple of shelves, a hanging bar. The hanging bar goes across probably about 6 feet, and the closet itself is a little deeper, probably 2 feet or more deep. So it really holds a lot of stuff. Very nice closet. However, it's very packed, so usually I stand in the closet and give you a look at the bedroom. In this case, I'll go back to the door and just let you look. It's really a nice space, and everything is in really nice condition. As we come out, we head towards the kitchen and the bath. There's a closet that I mentioned as a linen closet. This has 4 shelves. It's about 3 feet across and about 2 feet deep. Again, you can see it holds quite a bit of stuff. We're heading towards the kitchen, but before we get there, we go through child security and we take a look at the bath. We see vintage tiles on the floor, but a tank toilet, nice sink, lots of backsplash. The shower area was retiled. These are the radiators that are being protected, being child-proofed also. This bath has got glass block windows, which I really like. And again, the tile is nice. And the water pressure is very good. We'll just turn it all the way to hot. Turn that on. And you can see in here that we've got great water pressure. So that is working well, and it drains really nicely. I'm going to shut that back down. The sink is really nice. Again, we have good water pressure underneath. Oops, childproof, of course. Bear with me. Can I get that? Oh, well. I'm not having a lot of luck. So underneath is a nice sized cabinet. Above the sink is a medicine cabinet, so that's really nice. There is an outlet. Again, the tile is around, so it's easy to clean. Tank toilet. I'm going to back out and just show you the bath one more time. It's a great bathroom. And as we head into the kitchen, we have hooks on the walls that are being used for coats, which is nice. We see the back of the breakfast bar here. This would ordinarily look through, so it creates a nice open space between the living room and the kitchen. If we look across, we see the entry area where we first came in. We continue to go across, we see the fridge is in what was a pantry, still being used as a pantry. Back door goes out to a deck, which is really cool. And we swing around, and what I'm gonna do actually is come across to the entry area. There's the front door, and show you the kitchen from this side. This is a portable dishwasher. It has to be hooked up to the sink, but it is a dishwasher. You have nice cabinets, full-size stove, stainless steel sink, cabinet underneath, hardwood floors. We have the other stool there, and the fridge in the pantry. Stove is super clean. They've taken the knobs off to protect. Obviously, it's an occupied fridge, so we have to clean that, which is really nice. It's going to be hard for me to show you everything because the drawers are all locked up. But this drawer will show you it's empty, but it shows you that they do have drawers. They're very workable. The countertop is a laminate, but it looks like rock and is in great shape. Again, the windows are new. Here you're looking to the east, and you get just a glimpse of the deck. Water pressure here continues to be very good. Drains nicely. Underneath is child protected. So above, we have standard cabinets about 2 feet high with one shelf. This is a little more than 2 feet high. It has a couple of shelves. And then we have another 2-foot shelf, or 2-foot cabinet with one shelf. The shelves are about 11 or 12 inches deep. The last thing we'll look at before we go out, look outside, is the fridge. Now the pantry is really a ton of storage. So I've sort of overlooked the pantry, which I shouldn't have done, but it's really a lot of shelf space. The freezer is about 5 feet 8 inches, has freezer on top, shelves to the right, and underneath. Whoops. Can we see that? Yes, we see the shelves. Crisper drawer. It's a little harder for me to get in there. But you do have a butter dish and shelves. It's a very clean fridge. A very nice fridge. Oh, just lock it up. And then we'll go out and take a look at this deck, which is really nice. So the whole outdoors, this is gardening. People get assigned plats. It's really nice. The deck is probably 10 by 10. Really great. There's a backyard, which is super cool. So it's really nice outdoor space. We'll come back in. Take one last look at the, last look at the kitchen. There's the portable dishwasher, and that brings us back to the front door. Thanks for watching.